toxic, or toxic techno, whatever you want to call me, because my outfit's not really staying all that well. I wanted to do more of a personal video. I don't have ears on. There we go. I was like, my head looks weird because I don't have ears on. Anyways, I want to do a more personal video. I feel like I don't do enough of these, so I figured I would do one today. So a lot of people think that PTSD is only a thing soldiers get, or people in the war, army, whatever, navy. That is not true. Some people don't think that, so for those of you that don't think that, don't think this is towards you. That is not true. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. It is something you get from something that happened in your childhood, adulthood, anything of that nature. And then it can also happen, during war, bombs, all that stuff. So I actually have PTSD, and my PTSD stems from my childhood and from growing up. My first PTSD started when I was a kid. It was from my father. I had an abusive childhood. I had not so great childhood. My father was one of the abusive fathers. I would get yelled at a lot. So being yelled at by anybody or anything is a PTSD trigger for me. I cannot do call center jobs because as soon as someone yells at me, I start crying. I literally tried to do a call center job, and because I couldn't get the tech out to this lady's house fast enough, because the techs are super busy and they only have so many, working, she started yelling at me. I literally had to put the phone on mute, and I just started crying. I can't deal with anybody yelling at me whatsoever. It is an absolute trigger for me. I cannot do it. I completely shut down, and I start crying, and I absolutely cannot. I can't handle it. I don't know how to handle it. I just automatically shut down. I either curl up in a ball, or I'll just walk away from the person, or I'll just start crying and walk away from the person, or I try to change the situation so that way the person or whatever's going on, they're not yelling at me anymore. So that's one of my other really big triggers, or that's one of my triggers is someone yelling. The next one is, as you probably guys can hear Gonzo coming in with Aries. The next one is, I was, let's see, I think I was 10. I believe I was 10. Yeah, 10. I'm like, is everyone here? So I'm jingling back there. Anyways, I was 10 years old when the first time I was molested. The second time was 13. I was pretty much raped by an ex-boyfriend. I never wanted sex as much as he did, so, I was like, no, I wasn't in the mood, but he'd want sex anyways. And then I was raped by two, one guy I thought was a friend, and one guy that's actually was really good friends of ours. So I was raped by one good friend and one person I thought was going to be a good friend. So, rape dreams trigger me, kidnap dreams trigger me, someone touching me in the wrong way is a trigger for me. I just freak out and start having a panic attack and thinking that something's going to happen, that they're going to try and do something to me. I just kind of shut down. That's kind of what happened when those things happened. I just shut down. I mean, a lot of people do that. When something like that happens to them, they just shut down and, let it happen because they can't stop it, or they feel like they can't stop it. So that's another one of my PTSD issues is that. Sometimes if I have a rape dream, it's hard for me to go back to sleep. It's hard for me to, function that day. It's hard for me to go to work. It's hard for me to do anything, really. I just, I know it's a dream, but because it's already happened, it affects me. It makes me feel, uncomfortable that day, and I don't want to do anything. I don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to do anything. So please keep that in mind if you run into other people like me, or other people that have been raped and molested. They can have PTSD now from it. Certain things can trigger them. Please be patient with people like that. PTSD is not something we enjoy having, not something that's fun. I absolutely have to tell you, I hate it. Absolutely hate it. I wish I could do, more jobs, but if the job requires me to be on the phone and someone's going to yell at me, I can't do it. I absolutely cannot do it. It's sad, but sadly that's my life. It really sucks. Like, having traumas and emotional issues is not something we ask for, and it's not something we all want to have, and it really sucks when you have that, because you're trying to live your life, you're trying to make money, trying to do stuff, but sadly you can't because of one certain thing that happened in your past that has now made you not be able to handle certain things. So, but it really sucks for me. I had to quit that job because I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand people yelling at me. It was just not good. So never tell someone, oh, well, you can get a job, you just have to power through it. No, you can't. Not with this. You cannot. It is not something you can just turn off. It's not something that therapy can fix. I've been to therapy. It's only made it a little better. It hasn't fixed it. It's still a trigger. It's still there. Also, another trigger of mine that triggers panics, PTSD, is like if someone was to grab me or something, because that's something else my dad did. He would spank me until I couldn't sit down. Grab me to make him look at him. That's the other thing. I can't even look at people in the face because of that. And it really sucks. That's another, thing for me that I cannot do because of my childhood. So, like, if anyone grabs me or anything, I just go straight into a panic attack. But, yeah. So, please be gentle and patient with certain people that can't handle stuff like that. It's not our fault. Sadly, it's how we were raised, or what someone else contributed to the problem, or whatever. So, just remember to be kind and be patient to people that have mental issues and mental illnesses, because it's a struggle. But, yeah. Before I talk more, I want to separate out my different problems that are wrong with me, so you guys can learn more about me in another video. I don't want to put it all in one video. So, yeah. I hope that helps you guys understand. Sorry, I'm fidgeting because this is really hard for me to talk about. Understand where I'm coming from. Like, when people say, oh, you can do this job, and I'm literally going, I can't. It's a great opportunity, it's great money, but I can't. So hopefully everyone's starting to understand that. Yeah, so I love you guys, and thank you for watching this video. I will see you in another video. Also, how are you doing today? What have you been up to? Oh, I also have a P.O. box. I'll put the thing in the description if you guys want to send me anything. I finally got one. So, yay! We can finally, be pen pals or something. Or I can, show you guys' letters or art or whatever on a YouTube video. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye. Meow meow.